Hi everyone, this is Laura, and today I am going to be doing a quick tutorial on Flowersoft, and this is what Flowersoft looks like. And basically, from what I understand, it is just a form of colored styrofoam that they graded into almost like little specks of dust. As small as glitter, but a very, very different texture if you've never used it before. If you're the type of crafter that likes things with dimension and texture, you, much more dimension than flocking, you will definitely love this. Um, it was meant to be a card topper treatment for flowers, but I want to just give you an idea of how to use it on so many other things. And one of my subbies had requested a quick tutorial on Patsy Gamble. So Patsy, hi, this is for you. And I hope it helps. And I do want to show you some of my creations, but because I'm back down to my little time limit videos, I want to do the toot first so that Patsy can see how it's done. And then I'll talk about some of the stuff that I was working on for the toot. Now, Patsy, and fellow crafters, when you do use the flour soap, you want to take a little bit. Oh, guys, real quick. When you go to McDonald's and all your fast food restaurants, when we take the girls out, we always grab some of these little containers like for ketchup. And I am definitely not condoning that anyone go into our fast food stores and steal these. Instead, why not recycle when you do use them? And we usually take four, one for each person, one for one daughter, one for the other daughter, one for myself and my hubby, only because then they'll fight. But anyways, not the point. Rinse them out real quick after you use them in the bathroom, and then you're entitled to bring them home. I mean, you were going to throw them in the garbage anyway, right? You're not going to, but like I said, I'm not condoning anyone going to the fast food places and taking them, but instead of throwing them in the garbage after you put in your ketchup and your barbecue and sweet and sour sauces, just save them because they're actually perfect for these type of little projects and for alcohol inks. So I just take a small amount. And because Halloween is coming and the harvest time is coming, I decided for Patsy to just quickly make a little journal spot that you can incorporate. Well, this you can incorporate anything on a layout, on a mini album, on a card. And I used one of my rubber stamps that I have not used in a bit, and it always gives me that fall harvesty feeling. It's a little heart-shaped wreath. And you're gonna need your flower soft glue, and this one I just purchased over at AC Moore because I couldn't find my older bottle. But Patsy, what you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure all the glue goes down to the bottom first. And this requires very, very little glue, not much glue at all. And basically what you want to do is you just want to put small little beads of glue where you're going to lay your flour sauce. And then you're going to gently tap. So let me show you real quick. And it's a really good idea to bring all the glue down to the bottom of the tip. Now, forgive me if I go a little slow, Patsy, because my hands are really swollen and I can't squeeze that hard because of my arthritis. But I did want to get this video out today, so I am just going to go for it. And as you can see, all I'm doing is putting these little tiny little glue dots. And of course, if I'm home alone, I would be doing this a lot more carefully if I wasn't taping it, but because of my time constraints, I am just gonna go for it here. And I think you get the idea, and I'm sure you can see that. Then you're just gonna throw the flour soft on top, and you're gonna throw it all on top like so. And I do a little bit at a time just so that I don't waste all my flour soft, and I'll show you why in a sec. Then I gently tap it down just to make sure that it really adheres to those little beaded dots of glue. And that's the result. Now, really quick, ladies, if you want your little flower buds to be much smaller, then you use a lot less glue. If you want them to be not as separated, then you cluster them up closer. If you don't want them to be that close to each other, then you just put greater distance between your little globs of flour sauce, between your little beads of glue. And the reason I took out the container was because you always want to take out a little bit, put it in your container, and just separate them real well. Meaning, just go like this and just make sure that um, it's not stuck together, because they really suck a lot into these containers, and sometimes they get compressed, and you want it as grainy and loose as possible. And then you just tap it off, just like embossing powders. You tap it off, and the more you tap off, you don't want to tap it off too hard, because you don't want to take all of the flour sauce off. I think I want just another little bead right. Well, you know what? I'll go back and fix that one in a minute. And you don't want to completely cover your stamp image either, because then you can't see the beautiful little twigs on this particular heart. So I do want to put them far apart from each other. And that's pretty much it. And the reason I do it in little sections at a time is because if I don't, then I have to take out a lot more flour sauce. And like I said, a little bit of this stuff goes a long, long, long way. If you just do it in bits and pieces rather than try to cover the whole thing at once, you will absolutely uh, lengthen, or not lengthen, but you will get less waste and longer. Um, your stuff will last longer with flour sauce. There'll be less wastage. Am I making sense? It's hard to talk and do a toot at the same time, ladies, and pay attention to the clock. God bless you girls that do it. I don't do toots too often, but I am definitely going to start. So when you ladies do see me make something, if I can, I definitely will. So voila, that is basically, you get the gist of it. And like I said, when I'm done, um, I'll go back and look and see where I need more little dots. And another thing, girls, well, my time is running out, so I better show you my other projects. So I'll just put it to the side. Another thing is, with this particular product, you want to try to let this dry before handling it a lot, because this glue does dry clear, and it will dry quickly, but if you don't allow it to dry, your flour sauce will fall off, and then you'll have a nice little hot mess. So that is what it looks like. And like I said, I would do it a lot neater, and I would probably fill it out a lot more. And let me give you an example of one that I did do last night, and this is for I was thinking more of an autumn look. Let me just move this to the side, guys, and I'll show you some of the different things that I was doing since I decided to play with some flour sauce. And of course, I had to bring the nasty paper up. That's one of them. And this one I made using the autumn. The name of the flour sauce jar was Autumn. And my lighting is really bad, guys. I hope you can see all the pretty yellow, browns, blacks, and oranges that are in that color. And then I just fussy cut that stamp out because I'm actually going to use this as a journaling spot. Um, and I wanted to show you these. These are journal texts that I stamped using my autumn leaves stamp set, and that's what the stamp looks like. And this is what I did with the flower soft treatment. And again, you can put these on cards. This is actually a journal spot. I don't know if you can see the lines on that particular paper, but I did one on designer paper and one on white paper to use as a journaling spot, just so you can see the difference. And I did one in the patina, which is a purple, pink, white mixture, and I did my own brand here, which was another thing I was going to tell you, ladies. You can actually take two colors and mix them up in a little jar, and then of course you would have to keep that separate from the rest of your flowers soft to create your own color combos, which is what I did here. I used light pink and dark pink, and I made my own color combo. And on the leaves I used the green, and those are some tags. And then here I did the same thing. I took some scrap pieces of paper and I did two more journal spots. And that's again on the lines paper and on designer paper. And then I tried to do something a little bit more vintagey. And this is using the blue, the soft blue flower soft. I did one on designer paper, one on regular white lines paper. And I just wanted to give you an idea that you can also use this on other stamps. It doesn't have to be just flowers. Anything that you want to give texture to would work just as nice. I did this little butterfly here on this designer paper so you can get an idea. And I also made one in red and yellow. And this one I'm actually going to fussy cut out, which is why you see all those little tears. And use this on a layout as well. I plan to use both of these on a layout or a mini album. And I also wanted to show you, as many of you know, I do love my cherry blossoms, but I wanted to show you what it looks like. This is the stamp that I stamped, and this is one of my stamps from Stamper's Best. This is what the stamp looked like, just stamped plainly, and this is what it looks like with the flower soft. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just giving it a flocking effect, and it's just something to add a little bit more dimension. And I did the same treatment again here using the same stamp. And I think the reason I wanted to do it like this and show it to you guys is because you can always add trees to this. You can make it into a tag. You can make it, well, I'm going to do something with it and then show you guys. But you can just, there's just so many things. You can layer some green leaves in here and use it for a card. You can use it for a layout and just have a really pretty long journal spot. You can add other stamps on here. You can cut it out and just fussy cut it and put it on the layout. Whatever you guys want. I am still learning myself with the flower soft. I'm still playing and seeing what else, how many other uses I can get out of it. So Patsy, I hope I'm going to work on this a little bit more. I hope this tutorial on the flower soft has helped. If anyone has any more questions, please feel free to leave me a comment below and I will be happy to answer you. Have a blessed day, everyone. So long.